Leading off for Spradley, number 22, the shortstop, Kyle Jamison, 22.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome back for game number 2 of this doubleheader in the Battle of the Collegians, your Boulder Collegians against the Spradley Collegians of Pueblo. Wasting no time here getting started as the shortstop Kyle Jamison flies out to right for the first out here in the top of the first.
Batting second for Spradley, number 2, the left fielder, Ryan Downs, 2.
Once again, my name is Troy Finnegan. I will be on the call for this game number 2. Collegians picked up the win in game number 1 by a score of 6-0 and have kicked off game 2 with a quick out number 1 here in the top of the first. Last win improved the Collegians to 12-3-1 on the season. Loss dropped Pueblo to 4-5. As another fly ball out into right is fielded cleanly by Hank Himrick out and right here for game number 2. So a couple of putouts for Himrick and the Collegians with 2 outs.
Batting next for Spradley Collegians, number 9, center fielder Jaden Cordova, 9.
Pitching for Boulder here in game 2 is number 16, the right-hander Julian Zamora. 2 quick outs already for Zamora. Zamora making his 3rd start, 4th appearance overall for Boulder. Has given up 6 runs in 7 2/3 innings. Has been solid. And the 3rd straight fly ball into right. Himrick moving back this time. Trips, but still makes the catch. So a quick 1-2-3 inning. 3 fly balls to right. And the Collegians quickly out of the top half of the first in a scoreless tie.
For Spradley. For your Boulder Collegians, number 2, shortstop from Miliana, Hawaii, Hunter Hirayama, 2.
It'll be Hunter Hirayama to lead off this bottom half of the first for the Collegians. Hirayama had a solid first game, reached twice on a couple of walks, and scored a run. Pitching for Pueblo here in Game 2 is the cleanup man, Kyle Miller, number 10. 6'5" right-hander, played third base in game number 1. Quickly ahead 0-2. Hirayama just gets the end of the bat on that one. And fouls it off. Miller making his second appearance of the season on the mound. Through 3 innings, all the way back a couple of weeks ago, as the breaking ball misses upstairs for ball 1. Miller gave up 4 earned in those 3 innings in his only appearance, as Hirayama grounds that one hard down the third base line, foul, to stay alive here with 2 strikes. Collegians looking to complete the sweep here this afternoon and pick up their 13th win of the season. As that one misses down in the dirt, ball 2. So Hirayama worked back even after the 2 quick strikes from Kyle Miller. As the 2-2 skips away from the new catcher, Chance Wyckoff, and the count's full to Hirayama. So leadoff man here in the bottom of the first. Here is the full count pitch, and it is swung on and driven out into left field. Left fielder moving over, and he is under it. That is Ryan Downs with a nice play out and left to kick this first inning off with an out.
Batting next for your Boulder Collegians, number 25, the designated hitter from Arvada, Colorado, attending Cal State Monterey Bay, Nico Hartojo, 25.
Nico Hartojo is up next for the Collegians, and he rips one into center field down for a base hit. Can't even introduce him. He's wasting no time here, and a 1-out base runner for Boulder on the base hit from the DH Hartojo.
Batting next for your Boulder Collegians, number 18, the third baseman from Aurora, Colorado, Jackson Bryant, 18.
Jackson Bryant is next, hitting in the 3-hole once again. Did so in the first game. He takes ball 1 down low. Hartojo is on first. Bryant 0 for 2 in the first game, but reached twice, once on an error and once on a walk. Scored a run for Boulder. So a productive outing at the plate, even if it is not as gaudy in the stat sheet. Ahead 2-0 here on Kyle Miller. That one fouled off the end of the bat by Bryant for strike 1. And now here is Miller coming home with the 2-1. Chopped over to second, fielded by Padilla. No play at second, but over to first for the second out. Hartojo into scoring position.
Batting next for your Boulder Collegians, number 17, the center fielder from Glenview, Illinois, Cole Lucky, 17.
Cole Lucky's looking to keep the good times rolling at the plate. 3 for 3 in game 1. A 4th hit of the day. Here to kick off game 2 would likely score the Collegians' first run here in the bottom of the first. Breaking ball from Miller up high. Misses for ball 1. Lucky with 3 singles back in the first game. And he chops that one down the third base line, but it just squeaks foul. And the count's 1-1 now to the Boulder center fielder. 1-1 now to Lucky. He swings and misses at that one. A half-hearted swing from Lucky. Tried to hold back, couldn't on the breaking ball, down and away. Nice pitch from Miller to fool the cleanup man, and Miller ahead now, Miller ahead now, 1-2. Two-strike pitch down in the dirt. Lucky swings and misses for out number 3. Great pitch from Kyle Miller, and he gives up the 1-out single, but is out of the first inning with no runs allowed. 0-0 heading into the second.
Batting number 10, the pitcher, Kyle Miller, 10.
All right, the man on the mound, Kyle Miller, in to lead this one off. He sends one high out into center. Cole Lucky is under it for out number 1. Pueblo being very aggressive with the bats.
Batting next,
Swinging
first
early
Bradley,
here.
number 20, the right fielder, Jace Barger.
Jace Barger is next, led off the last game. He swings at the first pitch as well. Fouls that one back off the mask of Sergio Solis behind the plate. Solis looks to be okay. So strike 1 on Jace Barger. Barger 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts in the last game. So looking for a bounce back game number 2 here. Here comes the 1-1 from the right-hander Julian Zamora, up and in with the fastball for ball 2. Two 2-1 now from Zamora. That one is in there, fouled back. Back even 2-2 now. Two-strike pitch now from Zamora to Barger. Breaking ball is just fouled off the end of the bat by Barger. Good two-strike swing there to stay alive. Zamora, native of Boulder, Colorado, playing college ball at Washburn University during the year, and has been a consistent piece of the Collegians' rotation so far in the summer. Another two-strike pitch. Breaking ball is fouled off on a checked swing by Barger. Maybe a little lucky there to still be in the count, but he'll take it. A couple of changes for Boulder in the field here for Game 2. Hank Himrick is in right after being the DH in Game 1. As that one is chopped over to third. Picked up on the short hop by Jackson Bryant. Throw to first is high and is into the dugout. So Barger reaches on the air, and he will get second base as well on the E5. So first base runner of the evening game for Pueblo. So Himrick in right for the Collegians. Luke Pemberton moves from right up to first base. And Nico
Batting
Hartojo.
next, number 27, the third baseman, Cole Bloomer.
Nico Hartojo in the lineup as the DH in place of Matt Graff. One out here, top of two. Zamora finds the fastball for strike one over the middle of the plate to the third baseman, Cole Bloomer. Bloomer 0 for 3 with 2 Ks in the first game. As that one misses outside, count evens. Chance for Bloomer here to drive across the first run of the day for Pueblo. And that fastball hits Bloomer, so he will take the free base at first. And quickly now 2 on with 1 out here in the top of the second.
And batting next for Spradley, number 4, the catcher, Chance Wyckoff. 4.
Chance Wyckoff, the catcher, number 4, is in now for Spradley. Seeing his first action of the day. Runner goes from second. Ball's in there for a strike. Throw down to third is right on the money from Sergio Solis, and well in time to throw out Jace Barger. A big out there for the Collegians, and there's now 2 down with just 1 on over at first. Excellent play by Sergio Solis. Not the first time he showed off the arm this year, but another wonderful throw to get another runner stealing as Wyckoff swings through a fastball. So all of a sudden, this top of the second, 1 strike away from being finished. Here's Zamora with the 0-2 pitch, and it's up and in for ball 1. Third appearance of the year for Chance Wyckoff. Is currently 0 for 5 in the first 2 games. Yet to have a hit as the breaking ball from Zamora is fouled off the mask of Solis once again. Solis taking a little bit of a beating here. Still okay though. As the 1-2 comes from Zamora. And the breaking ball is lined hard out into left for a base hit. So the first hit of the season for Chance Wyckoff is a base hit into left field. And he is the second runner on with 2 outs here in the top half of the second. Next up is the first baseman, Chance O'Quist, with runners on first and second. Breaking ball from Zamora in there on the inside part of the plate for strike 1. O'Quist also struggled in game number 1, 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. So yet to put one in play here in Boulder this afternoon as he takes a fastball outside for strike 2. 0-2 from Zamora is swung on and fouled off the very end of the bat. So O'Quist battling. But Zamora still way out in front here. Another 2-strike pitch from Zamora. Breaking ball catches the outside part of the plate. The backdoor slider gets O'Quist looking. So a couple of men on, but Julian Zamora wiggles out of it. And the Collegians will come up 0-0 in the bottom of the second.
number 29, first baseman from Boulder, Colorado, Luke Pemberton. 29.
Luke Pemberton will lead off this bottom half of the second for the Collegians against Kyle Miller. And Pemberton takes the first pitch, pops it way up into shallow center. Jaden Cordova moving in on it, and he's under it for out number one. A quick out number one. First pitch fly out for the Collegians' first baseman.
Batting next for your Boulder Collegians, number 8, the catcher from Cirrus, California, Sergio Solis. 8.
It'll be Sergio Solis next. Reached base all 3 times. Last game, 2 walks and a single. Was pinch ran for each time. Courtesy runner for the Collegians catcher. As he swings at a fastball down the middle, chops it up the middle, and it is fielded by Jamison, but the throw is wide. And Solis is on for the 4th time today.
Nice coverage by the shortstop there. Batting next for your Boulder Collegians, number 5, the second baseman from Phoenix, Arizona, Gavin Acosta.
Well, yeah,
5.
Yeah, it's an error. Tough play, it's an error. Gavin Acosta's next. Hitting in the 7 hole for Boulder. And he takes ball 1 down low from Miller. 1 on and 1 out for the Collegians. Next pitch from Miller in there, evens it up 1-1. Acosta also had a fine day in the first game. Single, a walk, and a couple of runs scored in that 6-0 Collegians win. Runner goes from first here. Ball's down in the dirt. Skips away from the catcher Wyckoff. So the pinch runner Caden Calcayo is into second with a stolen base.
Pitch running for the Collegians, Calcayo.
So 2-1 here now on the second baseman Acosta, with an RBI chance here in the bottom of the second. Miller will step off, take a look over at Calcayo now. Home with the 2-1 this time. In there, strike 2. Good fastball there from Kyle Miller, the big right-hander. Braden Thompson, the left fielder, on deck for Boulder. As the 2-strike pitch comes in from Miller. Breaking ball, foul tipped but dropped by the catcher Wyckoff. And Acosta lives to see another pitch here. Two again from Miller. Fastball outside, 3-2. Good job by Acosta working it full here. So Kyle Miller takes a look at Calcayo, comes home with the payoff pitch, and it is down low for ball 4. So Gavin Acosta draws a walk, and the Collegians have 2 men on now.
Batting next for your Boulder Collegians, number 13, the left fielder from Arvada, Colorado, Braden Thompson.
Braden Thompson's up next with 2 on and just 1 out. Here in the bottom of the second, first pitch from Miller, low and away, ball 1. Calcayo has shown that he can run from second, so any base hit likely scores. The Collegians' first run of the game as Miller drops the breaking ball in there, strike 1. Thompson takes that one, lines it, and through into center field. Calcayo rounding third, heading home. Throw is just a split second late, and Calcayo is in with the Collegians' first run here in game number 2.
Batting next for your Collegians, number 12, the right fielder from Des Moines, Iowa, Hank Hemrick, 12.
Couple of RBIs for Braden Thompson back in the first game, and he is on the board with one in game number 2 as well, as Hank Hemrick, the lefty, steps up now with the runners on first and second. First pitch is behind him, and back to the backstop. Runners will both advance on the wild pitch.
Short arm and it's finished.
So Collegians with 2 men in scoring position now with 1 out here in the bottom half of the second. Hemrick had a nice game number 1. 1 for 2 with a single and a sac fly, as well as a ground out. And looking for some more RBIs here as Miller finds the zone with the off-speed pitch for strike 1. Top of the order coming up next for Boulder. Hunter Hirayama on deck, the shortstop. Here's the 1-1 from Miller. Breaking ball is fouled off by Hemrick, strike 2. Here's the 1-2 now from Miller. Fastball way upstairs, nicely handled by Wyckoff. Stares down Acosta over at third. And the count's even now to the Collegians' right fielder, Hank Hemrick, 2-2. Two-strike pitch outside with the breaking ball. Base is open at first, and the count is now full. Collegians once again working counts, getting that pitch count up. And seeing a lot of balls at the plate here. Payoff pitch from Miller is down low with the fastball for ball 4, so Hemrick gets the free pass. And the bases are loaded with the top of the order coming up.
Now batting for your Boulder Collegians, number 2, the shortstop, from St. Mary's College in California, Hunter Hirayama, 2.
So here is Hunter Hirayama with a big chance, 1 out, and the bases juiced. Chance to give the Collegians a pretty big lead here as the first pitch from Miller misses inside for ball 1. Miller next offering is just upstairs, so Miller quickly behind 2-0 now to the Boulder shortstop. Hirayama has 1 home run this year, so he has the power. As the breaking ball misses upstairs from Miller, so he's in danger of walking one in here. Collegians do have 1 grand slam on the season, courtesy of Mateo Belismo, who is not playing today, down in Colorado Springs, as Miller misses upstairs with the fastball, so he loads the bases and then loses Hirayama with a 4-pitch walk, and the Collegians' lead is now 2-0.
Batting next for your Collegians, number 25, the designated hitter from Arvada, Colorado, Nico Hartojo, 25.
Here is Nico Hartojo now. Has seen the field mostly as a pitcher for Boulder thus far, but in the lineup as the DH here for game 2. Count 1-1 now to Hartojo. Singled on the first pitch he saw back in the first, and another hit here would push the Collegians' lead out to at least 3-0. Breaking ball misses up and in this time from Miller, having a little bit of trouble finding the zone the last couple of hitters. And he's behind 2-1. That fastball does indeed find the zone, so big pitch coming here 2-2 to the Boulder DH with the bases loaded. 2-2 pitch is swung on and grounded over to short. Jamison fields it on a knee, will throw over to third. That will be the only play, so the run will score. It's an RBI fielder's choice for Nico Hartojo, and the Collegians now lead by 3.
Batting next for your Collegians, number 18, third baseman from Aurora, Colorado, Jackson Bryant, 18.
So the Collegians lead 3-0 as Jackson Bryant steps in, grounded out to second his first time up. Runners are on first and second with 2 outs now in the bottom of 2 as Bryant swings through the first pitch for strike 1. Miller takes a look at second, comes home, breaking ball over the head of Bryant. Nicely stopped by Wyckoff. And the count's 1-1 now to the Collegians' third baseman. Fastball line hard, back to second and under the glove of Padilla. Hirayama rounding second, heading for home. And the throw into third is in time, but it gets away from the third baseman, Cole Bloomer. They would have had Artojo for out number 3, but as it stands, it's an RBI single for Bryant, and the Collegians now lead 4-0. So it's Cole Lucky next with a chance to really blow this thing open. Runner goes from first. Lucky grounds it right into the hole where Padilla was. Run will score. Bryant heading to third. So it is an RBI single for Cole Lucky.
Batting next for your Collegians, number 17, first baseman, attending Pepperdine University, Luke Pemberton, 29.
A little luck, you could say, for Lucky there. The second baseman, Padilla, was going over to cover the steal at second. As Pemberton is hit with this fastball, so the bases will be loaded once again. Already 5 runs in the inning. On the Lucky single, the second baseman Padilla moved over to cover the steal by Bryant, and Lucky grounded it right where into the area that he had vacated for the RBI. So it'll be Sergio Solis now with the bases loaded and 2 outs. First pitch from Miller outside, ball 1.
Sergio Solis, number 8, batting.
One that went under his glove. I gave him a hard hit short hop. Breaking ball from Miller down low, and it's 3-0. Pitch grounded softly over to first. Going to be a long run for Miller, but he is there in time for out number 3. So Collegians put up a 5 spot here in the second and build a big 5-0 lead after just 2 innings.
Number 3, second baseman, Ace Padilla. 3.
So Ace Padilla leads off this top half of the third, and Pueblo has got a lot of work to do after the 5 spot from Boulder in the bottom half of the second. The fastball finds the outside part from Julian Zamora, 1-1. Padilla 0 for 2, reached on a walk in the first game and needs to get something going for the Pueblo Collegians, who are still scoreless in 9 innings at the plate so far today. Count 2-1 to Padilla. Zamora misses outside, 3-1 now. Zamora has been pretty efficient so far, just 1 hit, a hit by pitch, and an error. Someone reached on an error. That was Barger, as Padilla swings to a fastball. Count full now, 3-2 to the Pueblo's second baseman. Here is the full count pitch from Zamora, and swung on and missed. Fastball upstairs, Padilla way behind it, and that is the second strikeout of the day for Julian Zamora.
Hitting for Bradley, number 22, the shortstop, Kyle Jamison. 22.
Kyle Jamison is next as the batter's box moves into the shadows. See if that affects the ability of the hitters here. Zamora's fastball upstairs, ball 1. Jamison flew out to right on the first pitch of the game. But did have a stellar game number 1, so looking to continue that here, and quickly ahead 2-0. Jamison can be picky now. Did draw a walk back in the first game. And he sends that one high out into right center. Himrick and Lucky both moving over. Lucky calls him off and makes the catch for out number 2.
Batting next for Bradley, number 2, the left fielder, Ryan Downs. 2.
Ryan Downs is up next for Pueblo here with 2 down in the top half of the third. As Zamora, working quickly, will start him off with ball 1 on a breaking ball, low and away. Downs was 0 for 3 with 1 strikeout in the first game. So looking to get a hit on the board as he fouls that one back. Count evens now 1-1. One now from Zamora, in there and fouled back by Downs. So 2 strikes now to the Pueblo left fielder. Downs flew out to right his first time up. Zamora shakes off Solis 3 times. Gets to the pitch he wants. It is the breaking ball, and it jams Downs up. Pops it up behind first. Pemberton is there for out number 3. So Zamora retires the side in order, and the Collegians will look to build on that 5-0 lead in the bottom half of the third.
First Bradley, no runs.
Gavin Acosta will lead off this bottom half of the third for Boulder. Collegians put up 5 runs in the bottom of the second, building that 5-0 lead. In that second inning, Acosta drew a walk and scored. And he takes this one and lines it hard out into left center, but Jaden Cordova is under it, and that'll be out number 1. Braden Thompson is next for Boulder on RBI single and a run scored as he takes a fastball up and in for ball 1. RBI single and a run scored for Thompson in that big second inning for Boulder. As Miller misses upstairs again for ball 2. 1 down here, bottom of the third. Collegians up 5-0. As Thompson lines that one over the glove of Ace Padilla and into the gap, but nicely cut off by the right fielder, Jace Barger. And Thompson will stay at first with another single.
Number 12, right fielder from Des Moines, Iowa, Hank Hemrick, 12.
So 2 hits here in game number 2 for Braden Thompson. He's on first with 1 out as the left-hander Hank Hemrick steps in. Walked his first time up, grounds this one hard over to Padilla. Fields flips to second for 1, over to first for 2. A double play ends the bottom half of the third quickly. A huge one for Jack Miller.
Play.
And the Collegians lead 5-0 after 3.
Bradley. 1 hit. No runs on 1 hit. No errors. Now batting for Bradley, number 9, the center fielder, Jaden Cordova, 9.
Jaden Cordova is up now to lead off the top half of the fourth inning of work for Julian Zamora on the bump. Just 1 hit allowed in the first 3 frames, no runs, so an excellent start for the Boulder right-hander. Cordova flew out to right his first time up, and Zamora misses the fastball down low. So Zamora quickly behind now, 2 balls and no strikes. That fastball finds the inside corner for strike 1. Two one now to Cordova. Is lined hard into center for a base hit. Cut off by Lucky. So second hit of the ball game for Pueblo and a leadoff single for Jaden Cordova.
Batting next for Spratly, number 10, the pitcher, Kyle Miller. 10.
The man on the mound is next, Kyle Miller. Flew out to center his first time at the plate here in game 2. Takes a ball inside for strike 1, ump says. And Zamora misses with the breaking ball on 0-1. Count evens to Miller now. Pueblo still looking to make something happen here offensively. Been quiet with the bats here. As Miller grounds that one softly over to second. Acosta gets to second for 1. Over to first for 2. And right on cue, I say the bats are quiet. And Miller grounds into a double play for the first 2 outs here in the top half of the 4th. So 2 outs and nobody on. That brings in Jace Barger, the right fielder. Reached on an error and was eventually caught stealing back in the second. And he fouls that first pitch back for strike number 1. Oh, 1 now from Zamora. In there, strike 2 with the fastball right by Barger. Zamora shakes off Solis, gets to the 0-2 that he wants, and goes home with it. A little bit of a half swing there from Barger, but gets the end of the bat on it and fouls it off to stay alive. Another 0-2 now. And the breaking ball gets Barger fishing way outside. Third strikeout for Julian Zamora, and another 1-2-3 inning as the Collegians still lead 5-0 in the middle of the 4th.
After 3.5, it's probably number 2, the shortstop from Miliana, Hawaii, playing at St. Mary's College in Moraga, California, Hunter Hirayama, 2.
It is Hunter Hirayama in to lead off the bottom half of the 4th. He grounds the first pitch hard over to third. and is retired, cleanly fielded over there by the third baseman, Cole Bloomer. So a quick first out for Kyle Miller and the Pueblo Collegians here in the bottom of the fourth. That'll bring up now the DH Nico Hartojo. First pitch to Hartojo, down and away, skips away from Wyckoff, and ball one to Hartojo. Hartojo's reached twice, once on a single and once on a fielder's choice in the second. Did score a run. He sends that one out into right field, but foul. So count now 1-1 to Nico Hartojo.
Another clue, another graduate of that same high school, Santana.
One now from Kyle Miller to Nico Hartojo. Is upstairs, ball two. Miller wasting no time now, and Hartojo takes that one, sends it high out into center. And Jaden Cordova moves back, makes the catch out, number two.
Collegians, number 18, the third baseman, Jackson Bryant, 18.
So Kyle Miller starting to settle in a little bit here after giving up the big 5-run second. 5 outs in the last 5 hitters. Just 1 hit in that span. Got the double play back to end the third. As Jackson Bryant's in now, count is 1-1 to the Boulder third baseman. And Bryant pops that one straight up. Looks like the catcher Wyckoff calling for it, and he drops it. It is foul, so it will be strike 2, but a chance for Pueblo to get out of the inning. But Wyckoff muffs the foul pop by Bryant, and the Collegians' third baseman will have another chance here. Here's the 1-2 now. Bryant fouls that one back. Another 1-2 coming from Miller. That one's down and in with the fastball. Count even now, 2-2. Fastball from Miller just misses outside. Wyckoff tried to frame that one into the zone. Ump does not oblige, and the count is full here with nobody on and 2 out. Payoff pitch is lined hard at the third baseman and caught by Bloomer on the line. So a 1-2-3 inning for Kyle Miller, and Pueblo will have to get something started here in the 5th. Still down 5-0.
No errors and nobody left on base. At the end of 4 full innings, batting for the Bradley Collegians, number 27, the third baseman, Cole Bloomer, 27.
So Cole Bloomer able to handle the liner hot off the bat of Jackson Bryant to end the bottom half of the fourth, and now he will lead off this top half of the fifth for Pueblo. Still in that 5-0 hole that the Collegians built back in the second. New pitcher for Boulder is number 14, Carter Swan. And the right-hander is behind 1-0 to start this fifth. Finds the zone with the fastball that time. And the count's even 1-1. Here is the 1-1 from Swan. Swung on and missed, strike two. This is Swan's 6th appearance in relief so far this year. Pitched 7 1/3 innings. And he has been very good, just giving up 2 hits and 2 runs. And he finds the zone there with strike 3 looking on Cole Bloomer. And Swan starts off his day with a strikeout to kick off the top of the fifth.
Batting for Bradley, number 4, the catcher, Chance Wyckoff, 4.
Chance Wyckoff, number 4, in next. Wyckoff singled his first time up. And looking for a multi-hit ball game here as Swan goes back to the fastball for strike 1. Oh, 1 now from Swan. Is in there again, same spot, strike 2. Swan quickly into a good rhythm here with the fastball. 0-2 pitch now from Swan is just a little low for ball 1. Good eye from Wyckoff. Swan now another 2-strike pitch, and that one swung on and missed, so 2 quick strikeouts for Carter Swan. A hot start here in the top of the fifth. Collegians go around the horn now, and 2 down quickly.
Now batting for Bradley, number 21, the first baseman, Chance O'Quist, 21.
Chance O'Quist, the first baseman, is in now. Struck out his first time up. And he swings through strike 1. Swan is on fire here early. Swan has been a strikeout machine, 14 of them in the 7 2/3 innings that he, or 7 1/3 inning that he had pitched coming into this one. So now 8 innings even and 16 Ks for Carter Swan here in the 2023 summer. Here comes the 1-1 to O'Quist. And that one catches the corner, strike 2. Two outs, 2-strike pitch. Swan working quickly. And he misses with that one, gets away from Solis behind the plate, 2-2. Two now from Swan. Outside ball 3. Nice job by O'Quist working back even in this one. Here is Swan with the payoff pitch. Breaking ball this time. Jams O'Quist up, but out of play, foul. So he will see another 3-2. Here's Swan now, full count pitch. And that one's down low in the dirt, so O'Quist from 1-2 down draws the walk. Good AB there from the first baseman. And Pueblo with a 2-out base runner.
Now batting first Bradley, number 3, the second baseman, Ace Padilla, 3.
Ace Padilla is up next. He struck out as well his first time up. A lot of strikeouts for Pueblo in both games today at the plate. And Swan starts him off with a ball down low. Here is Swan now with the 1-0. That one misses as well. So 2-0 now to Ace Padilla. Next offering from Swan, a high chopper over to short. Hirayama stays put, Fields throws in time for out number 3. Nice play from Hunter Hirayama. And the Collegians still lead 5-0 in the middle of 5.
Now batting number 17, the center fielder from Glenview, Illinois, and Bradley University, Cole Lucky, 17.
Cole Lucky, the center fielder, is in to lead off this bottom half of the 5th. And the first pitch from Kyle Miller hits Lucky. Just grazes him on the arm, so a free pass to start off this 5th inning.
Number 29, the first baseman from Boulder, Colorado, and Pepperdine University, Luke Pemberton.
Next up is Luke Pemberton with 1 on and nobody out. Lucky going. First pitch, throw down from Wyckoff, well low and late as well. Lucky is in there with the stolen base. So quickly now, just 2 pitches into the inning, and the Collegians with a runner in scoring position in the form of Cole Lucky. Lucky has reached base now 5 times today. Pemberton pops that one up behind third, and nobody can see it. They lost it in the sun. It drops into left for a base hit, and it's going to be a double for Luke Pemberton. Lucky has to stop at third. He was tagging at second. The sun out in left over at third is brutal right now.
Number 8, the catcher from Sirius, California, playing at Cal State Monterey Bay, Sergio Solis, 8.
So now it's a big chance for the Collegians to extend this lead as Solis chops one back up the middle. Run will score, and that one's into center for a base hit. Pemberton rounding third. He is heading home, and he is going to be in there. Solis takes second on the throw home, and it is a 2 RBI hit for Sergio Solis. Is that it? What'd you give that? I would give it. I think that's
Pitch running for Solis, Caden Halco.
So Collegians lead up to 7-0 now. Gavin Acosta in with nobody out. Runner is on second.
Batting Gavin Acosta.
In a blink,
Number 5.
this bottom half of the fifth is getting away from Kyle Miller on the bump. And that one is lined into left for a base hit. Caden Calcayo, the pinch runner, is going to head home. There will be no play, and it is an RBI single for Gavin Acosta. And now it's an 8-0 ball game. As Kyle Miller has walked off the field. I'm not exactly sure what's going on.
And that's the ball game, folks.
And I think that's going to be it. Collegians are going to pick up the win here, 8-0. I believe the run rule is 10 runs in the fifth.
For the Collegians,
But this one looks to be over.
8 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. For Stradley, it's 0 runs on 2 hits and 2 errors.
So
The winner tonight is Julian Zamora.
So the Collegians dominant in this doubleheader win. Second game 8-0. Julian Zamora picks up the win. Kyle Miller gets the loss. Collegians win the first game 6-0. Second game 8-0. They improve to 13-3-1.
Collegians play
Pueblo drops to
this Thursday
4-6.
evening up at Greeley versus the Grays. And Saturday doubleheader against the Rogue of Parker.
Thank you to everybody for watching on YouTube. We will be back on Thursday night in Greeley when the Collegians take on the Greeley Grays. But that's it. Collegians sweep the doubleheader here against Pueblo. My name is Troy Finnegan. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and